Right now, breaking news out of the Middle East, an update on the hostage situation in Gaza.
And we're looking at how the U.S. ranks for preterm birth rates and providing info on where Wisconsin stands among the states.
And we are turning colder this morning behind the cold front, readings in the upper 30s. A lot of sunshine today. A nice weekend before the real cold air settles in next week.
Good Friday morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now This Morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Leah Lynchide. Happy Friday, everybody. Looking ahead to your weekend. It's going to be a pretty decent one as far as weather goes, Kelly.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to be in the mid-60s like we had yesterday, but, you know, low 50s, not bad. And a lot of sunshine expected this weekend. So all in all, should be a nice weekend. I know a lot of folks putting up the holiday lights. This will be the weekend to get it done because by next week, I know a lot of folks like to wait until maybe after Thanksgiving. It's going to be pretty brutally cold. It looks like going into the Thanksgiving holiday weekend. 39 right now in Madison, also Monona, 41 in Oregon. So not a bad start to the morning, but we have this northerly wind that's adding a little bit of a chill and also continuing to usher in some of that colder air. So we'll be in the mid-40s today with some sunshine. A nice weekend, a lot of sun both Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures in the low 50s. It's about 6-7 degrees above our average for this time of the year. We do have a chance of some light rains and snow showers on Tuesday. After that, it's just looking dry, but very cold weather if you're going to be traveling in time for the Thanksgiving holiday. So we are expecting sunshine today as temperatures climb into the lower 40s. Should be headed into the mid-40s as we get into the late afternoon hours. Winds will lighten up and become a little bit more westerly as we go through the afternoon. Temperatures in the mid-40s with that sun today. So all in all, a pretty nice Friday, just not as warm as yesterday. More on that weekend forecast. And also that chance of some precipitation next week coming up in about 15 minutes.
Okay, thank you, Kelly. There is new information this morning showing that the U.S. is one of the most dangerous developed nations for childbirth.
Shane Hogan is here to break down the report. Shane, it's showing this trend really isn't improving, and it's kind of scary.
Yeah, Leah, it is. And this new report from the March of Dimes annual report card shows over 10% of births were preterm just last year. The exact number sits at 10.4%, the same as the year before, slightly improved from 2021. The March of Dimes is giving the U.S. a D+ grade, and 8 states plus Puerto Rico earned an F. Here in Wisconsin, things are slightly better, earning a grade of a C-. But experts say things are not improving at a fast enough rate.
If you look at the data over the last 20 years, we haven't made any improvements, and it's really going in the wrong direction.
This data also highlights significant racial disparities as well. Black and Native American women are 54% more likely to have a preterm birth compared to white women. Preterm birth is one of the leading causes of infant death in the U.S., and CDC data shows that infant mortality rate has risen 3% just last year. That's the highest spike, guys, in over 2 decades.
Wow.
All right, Shane Hogan, thanks for bringing this to our attention. We do have some breaking news this morning in Gaza from the last few hours. Reports that the body of a Hamas hostage has been found. Israel's military says that it found the body of a 19-year-old Israeli soldier near the Al-Shifa hospital. The military blames Hamas for her death. Hamas claims she was killed in an Israeli airstrike. This comes after news that the IDF recovered another hostage's body, a 65-year-old mother of 5, in the same area outside the hospital. Meanwhile, Al-Shifa Hospital itself is still up and running, but the director says children there are starving. The military has targeted Al-Shifa this week, claiming Hamas has a command center underneath the building. Hamas denies that. The UN says an investigation into those competing claims can't be conducted until it can take a look for itself.
Meanwhile, in the West Bank, 3 people are dead after an Israeli drone strike. This is happening on the other side of Israel. Here's a closer look at what that area is seeing. The information comes from the head of the Palestinian ambulance service in the Jenin area. The United Nations says it's looking into it.
Well, take a look at this video from a Platteville woman of a ferry ride in the Bahamas, tipping over, eventually sinking and leaving one person dead. The Platteville woman and her husband were 2 of the 119 passengers on board. She spoke with our Armand Rahman about how they survived.
Literally sinking. Just in general, you're not sleeping well at night because it's just going through your head again.
The last day of Kelly Shizzle's cruise to the Bahamas now drown all the good memories of her trip.
Well, even that boat ride out there, we were having fun, like playing music. Everybody was just looking at all the pretty water.
Suddenly, everyone on the top floor with Kelly lurched forward thinking the captain hit the brakes.
Then we looked over the edge and we realized that the front end of the boat had been pulled into the water. And then I was on the side where it started to tip.
They waited for any crew members to give them instructions, eventually putting on life jackets and moving to one side.
It was kind of a slow sink, but because the waves were moving, you would like randomly, the boat would just be like up and then it would go down a little bit, then it would be more steep. It was, yeah, it was like literally like the scene on Titanic when people are hanging onto the rails just trying to stay up.
Kelly and some others decided it was time to jump into the choppy water.
Especially if you were swimming forward, it would like push you forward, then pull you back, and then push you back forward, and you'd be swimming in the same spot.
She says she got into a fishing boat and helped others, including one of the ferry's crew.
She was crying, freaking out, and so I calmed her down a little bit. I'm like, what do you want me to tell people to do? Like, what's protocol? And she said, I don't know.
Throughout the chaos, Kelly got separated from her husband, Chad. That's when fear set in because he has a defibrillator in his chest.
And having that and being in just the middle of the ocean, like if he's shocked and go unconscious, then what?
Chad got onto another boat and the two were reunited on shore later. From that point until now back home, Kelly says she's surprised how little she's heard from the ferry company.
If you need this, like crisis intervention, counseling, please feel free to call these numbers or whatever, but we haven't even been offered that.
That's why she said when it comes to trips with any type of risk, think of a plan.
Where would I go? What would I do? What could I do to help myself? What could I do to help others? Just kind of have a strategy in mind before it does happen.
A chilling account there. That was our Armand Rahman reporting. The Bahamian police say they're investigating how this happened.
To the state capitol now, lawmakers are responding after Madison gained national attention for a naked bike ride that a 10-year-old allegedly participated in this summer. At the time, the Dane County District Attorney said the child's participation did not break the law. A bipartisan committee is looking to change that. One bill would ban minors from attending events where a group of adults intentionally expose themselves. The other would make it a crime to intentionally expose yourself in public. We could see the Assembly take up this pair of bills as early as next year.
Meanwhile, legislative Democrats are reintroducing a slate of bills addressing climate change in the state. It's called the Forward on Climate Package. It addresses issues ranging from supporting sustainable agriculture to the state's transition to green energy. It also includes funding for response and relief to disasters made worse by climate change. The bills were first introduced in 2019. Democrats say none of the bills got any hearings in the Republican-controlled legislative committees.
More local news now. Following months of fighting at the Capitol over child care issues, the city of Madison and Madison College are stepping up. A partnership between the two will turn Fire Station number 6 over on Badger Road on the south side into a child care facility. Madison College President Jack Daniels says this is a necessity.
There is widespread recognition that the lack of quality child care is a barrier to students wanting to attend Madison College and attain the skills that propel them into employment with family-sustaining wages.
Construction will start sometime in the second half of next year. A new fire station would be built across the street.
All right, 6:08. Kelly, what's coming up in the forecast?
Well, I tell you what, we got the cold front that passed through overnight, so it's going to be a little bit cooler as we go through the afternoon hours, but a nice warm up for the weekend before the real cold air settles in next week. Well, the first warm forecast coming up.
And coming up in your morning sports, high school football. You know, those championship games are being played. Blue Devils of Lodi managing to send their outgoing coach out on a high note.
Plus, in the 608 this morning, we're gearing up for the North Pole Party and the big tree lighting ceremony at Hilldale this weekend. Coming up live, we're talking about how businesses are getting into the holiday spirit. We'll be right back.
Earn a 40-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's right, a 40-cent fuel saver for every $60. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Are you looking for a pre-owned vehicle that doesn't break the bank? Come visit Stark on the Beltline. We've got Hondas, Subarus, Toyotas, and trucks, and local financing options to help you get the best rates you deserve. Wisconsin's premier pre-owned dealership.
Fjords has been crafting beautifully designed functional furniture since 1941. Every aspect of Fjords furniture has been carefully engineered to create a higher level of relaxation. Visit the Century House today and view our extensive lineup. Experience the unmatched relaxation you can only achieve in Fjord's furniture. Relaxation made beautiful. Visit the Century House at 3420 University Avenue in Madison or online at centuryhouseinc.com.
Fresh out of Papa Murphy's kitchen, our delicious pan pizza.
Actually, it's fresh out of my oven.
Dad, it's just an expression.
Thick, crispy, buttery pan pizza? Now that is an expression.
For a limited time, take and bake any large 2-topping pan pizza for just $11.99. At Papa Murphy's, we make great pizza, so you can make the pizza great.
In my oven.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
Friends of the Middleton Performing Arts Center present The Greatest Piano Man, celebrating the world's greatest pianists and showmen, including Elton John, Billy Joel, Stevie Wonder, Liberace, and more. One night only, Saturday, November 18th. Tickets available online now.
It's a robotic money expert.
Clever. How do I start a savings habit?
Famous cabbage.
Savings habit.
Shaving rabbits.
Tech can make life simpler, but when it comes to savings habits, nothing's as simple as BMO. A BMO savings account helps you build the habit with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward. Ingenious.
Sardine fest.
This year's top prize goes to BMO.
I'm just in it for the saving, but it's nice to be recognized.
BMO. It's Champion's Factory Direct Sale. Don't miss these year-end savings. Champion replacement windows are 30% off.
That's a great deal.
Plus, book your free estimate by Black Friday for an additional $70 off every window. Call or schedule online at getchampionwindows.com.
We have a variety of quality pre-owned vehicles, including Hondas, Toyotas, Subarus, as well as many other popular brands, right here at Stark on Highway 19, located at 502 West Main Street here in Marshall, Wisconsin's premier pre-owned dealership.
Hy-Vee hot deals are hotter than hot. 6-pack Pepsi products, $2.99 each when you buy 4. Lay's Kettle Cooked, Rolled Gold, or Munchies, $1.99 each when you buy 3. And fresh ground beef, $2.99 for a 1-pound roll. Only at Hy-Vee.
You're watching the Emmy Award-winning News 3 Now this morning.
In the 6:08. We're talking about the big holiday at Hilldale coming up this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Josh Breiter will once again be flipping the switch for those lights this weekend. He's live with more on the North Pole Party. Warming up inside, Josh.
Hey, yeah, we're switching it up a little bit this half hour. We've been all over Hilldale this morning, and now we're at Amara to see what they're going to be doing as far as the North Pole Party happening this weekend as we're getting into the holidays. This morning, Josh Berkson is with Rule Number 1 Hospitality Group. Josh, good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning.
So this is a big time of the year. You know, you talk about the holidays with businesses. I mean, this is what it all comes down to for the end of the year.
Yeah, we're really excited. We opened about a year ago, just over a year ago. We've had just some great success here, and we won Best New Restaurant in Madison Magazine, and now we're kind of, you know, taking off this next year of business and really just trying to do what we do best, and that's making people happy. We're a destination for families and business and just everyone here around on the west side, making really beautiful Italian food.
Yeah, you know, one of my favorite parts about Amara, of course, is your beautiful bar here. We have Katie Nicholson behind there,
Hi.
the beverage director. Katie, good morning to you.
Good morning.
So you're going to be whipping up something for us this morning. So
Correct.
what are you going to be making?
So I'm going to be making us a tiramisu hot cocoa. It's going to have a little bit of a mascarpone cream on top of it.
Ooh.
Here we go. Just a little bit of cocoa powder. And then you're going to get this served with a ladyfinger on the side.
Oh, that looks good. So as far as the North Pole Party goes, you guys will be a part of this on Sunday, and you're also going to have another special happening for that.
Correct. So in addition to this delicious hot chocolate, we're going to have a mulled wine. They're going to be served in these fun Christmas mugs. If you return the mug to the bar, you get $1 back. Otherwise, you can keep the mug and take it home and just have a little bit of a keepsake as well.
I love that. I mean, when you get into the holidays, this is when you guys get to really be creative when it comes to drinks.
Correct. Yes. And they're probably some of my favorite drinks to make. They're just very much like welcoming. They're very heartwarming, and they're just fun.
And so festive. I love it.
Yes, absolutely.
So Josh, you know, I mean, this is obviously a big time of the year for businesses. This is kind of your final push to get out and support those businesses for those folks out shopping for the holidays.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great time of year to get together with family and friends and reconnect.
Awesome. Well, Josh and Katie, thank you so much. I got to give this hot chocolate a little try here. This tiramisu, this looks fantastic, guys. Of course, all of the information up on channel3000.com. Everything you need to know for the North Pole Party. I'll be lighting that Christmas tree at 6 o'clock on Sunday, so you won't want to miss that. This looks really good. Let's see.
Aw.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that is fantastic. It's that cream
cups?
on the top.
It's
that
the cream.
Yes.
Wait,
It
Josh is in
finishes
his
it.
element
Do
this
they
morning,
make to-go cups? The anchors are wondering.
Please bring some back, John.
You guys, I am getting spoiled today in the 608. I will try my best.
All right, Josh, thanks for letting us know what's going on in Hilldale.
He's at a bar with something I can drink. You got to bring it back for me. That's the rule.
Throw her a bone, Josh.
Hey, remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out to him on social media or shoot him an email.
Yeah, the weather starting to cooperate, feeling just a little more like the holidays out there, Kelly.
Yeah, it was hard to believe. Yesterday we hit 64. Here we're a week away from Thanksgiving. We're getting a little bit more back to reality, but all in all, this weekend, if you're going to be doing anything outdoors, maybe you got to get the Christmas lights up, maybe do some yard work. No problems this weekend. Both Saturday and Sunday look really nice. We'll see winds out of the south tomorrow, so that'll bring us some warmer temperatures this weekend, headed in low 50s. That's running about 7 or 8 degrees above our average for this time of the year. Now, we do have a wind this morning. The wind chill at 31 in Madison. We have some upper 20s there in Lone Rock and Mineral Point right now. The wind chill at 29 with the wind out of the north around 10 miles per hour. So that'll add a little bit of a chill. As the afternoon wears on, that wind should start to diminish. And we can see now on our sky cam that the clouds are starting to depart here in Madison. Temperatures, though, will be about almost 20 degrees colder than yesterday. We're headed in the mid-40s, but this is actually a couple degrees above our high for this time of the year. All right, the weekend, as mentioned, going to be beautiful. We are going to be watching a system spread some clouds into the areas we go into later in the day, Sunday, mainly Sunday night. And this is a system that may produce a little bit of light rain going into Monday night. It might be cold enough, can't rule out a little bit of snow, but as seen on this computer model, there's not much out there. We're not expecting a whole lot out of it. Most of the snow accumulation will be way up to the north in the UP of Michigan, Arrowhead of Minnesota, up into the northern part of lower Michigan. We're not expecting much out of that. All right, I want to thank Melissa for sending this photo of this lake here in Argyle. I tell you what, by next weekend, after this weekend, some of these might be forming some ice on them. We'd like your photos as well. You can obviously go to our First Warn weather app, and you can easily submit a photo as you take some of these photos as we're headed through fall, now getting closer to that wintertime season. Temperatures cooler today in the mid-40s, milder weather this weekend, low 50s. Very cold, though, Thanksgiving. As mentioned, we could be seeing some ice on some of these lakes with temperatures only in the 20s. And that'll be a long duration of temperatures below freezing. There's that cold front that passed through and brought us some cooler temperatures in the 20s up to the north. We're still at 37, maybe drop another degree or so. As we'll see, mostly sunny skies today and temperatures in the mid-40s before cooling off fairly quickly this evening, so you will need that heavier jacket if you are going to be headed out. 37 right now in Madison, still 45 in Janesville, but temperatures will likely drop another 5 degrees over the next hour or so. 52 tomorrow, 51 on Sunday. There comes that system bringing some clouds on Monday, some rain, maybe mixing with a little bit of light snow into Tuesday. There's that really cold air mass setting up right now for Thanksgiving and much of that weekend.
It's been a dream season for Lodi. 14 games and 14 wins for the Blue Devils, and they've done it in dominating fashion. 12 of them were by 20 or more points. The other two, a 15-point win and a 13-point win. They're back at state for the first time since winning it all in 2017, taking on Luxembourg Casco. This quickly became another episode of the Mason Lane Show. First quarter, he calls his own number and dives in for 6 to make it 14-0 Blue Devils. Then in the second quarter, Lane fakes the handoff, rolls out, drops a tutty dime on Gavin Sargent to make it 21-7 Lodi. And Lane wasn't done yet. This time they set up the screen to Brady Poles, and he gone 59 yards to the house as Lodi sends their head coach Dave Poles out a state champ. 38-14 the final. For the first time since 2016, Darlington is back at state. The Redbirds were looking to snap another streak during their trip to Madison, claim their first state title since 1995. To do that, they'll have to get past the reigning Division 6 champs, Stratford. Darlington knocking on the door in the second, and Reagan Jackson busted open to give the Redbirds a 7-0 lead. Now, the Tigers were tied in the third, and then this one just got crazy. Less than 20 seconds to go. Jackson gets hit from behind and fumbles. Stratford would recover with 6 seconds left. Darlington will get called for a penalty on the next play, so enter German foreign exchange student Lawrence Plattner with no time on the clock, and he drills the 32-yard field goal to win the state championship. Redbirds fall 10-7.
And we're proud of them. We're proud of everything they do. You know, we talk all the time about not being not having the fear of failure and not being afraid to lose. And the sun's going to come up tomorrow. They're great human beings. We'll get measured on as coaches on what type of kids these are 20 years from now.
Blackhawk Warren back at state for the second time in school history. The last time the Warriors made it to Camp Randall, they won it all in 2019, beating Edgar, who just so happens to be standing in their way for their second state title. Blackhawk Warren spotted Edgar a 14-0 lead and then went to work right before halftime. Under 20 seconds left in the second, Eli Shelm fakes the handoff and finds Lane Marty in the end zone to cut the lead to 8. But the Warriors just couldn't stop Carter Butt. He rushed for 171 yards and 5 touchdowns, which set a new D7 state final record. Blackhawk Warren falls 36-6.
I'm super proud. Just again, I can't express it in words how proud of these guys I am. What they've overcame this year, and when they faced adversity to keep coming back, and just some phenomenal young men.
That's it for morning sports. Have a great day.
Thank you very much, Zach. Hey, still ahead, we're going to check in with Kelly again as the weather cools down for the weekend.
And in our next half hour, how UW officials are combating waning faith in the state's public universities.
But first, a look at gas prices this morning if you're headed out of town this weekend. Stay with us. News 3 Now This Morning is back after this.
Watch News 3 Now at 5 with Eric, Susan, and Gary. Weeknights.
Toyotathon is on. Time to make the holidays picture perfect with a new Toyota. We're going to need a bigger tree.
Get 3.99% APR plus $1,000 cash back on Tacoma when you finance through Toyota Financial Services. Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome back to Sam's Hot Takes. What's hot now? Spectrum One Stream. It's internet, unlimited mobile, advanced Wi-Fi, and this Xumo Stream Box free with Spectrum TV. It makes searching for shows and movies across live TV and streaming apps easy. It's streaming simplified.
Get internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Plus add Spectrum TV and get a free Xumo Stream Box for 12 months. Call 833-788-4999. Visit Spectrum.com or stop by a Spectrum store today.
Pick and Save gives you so many ways to save, on top of our lower-than-low prices. Enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Plus, our weekly sales will keep your budget merry and bright. So get rewarded and save. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Here we go. I knew I could do it. I just had to take the first step.
Hey, how's it going? Marcus, my boy. Welcome to my humble abode. Nice to meet you.
When Marcus came to my door, it was my chance to give someone a safe place to stay for a little while.
When you open your heart and home through foster parenting, you're helping the teen write new chapters, which can positively impact the teen for the rest of their life.
Be part of the story.
For more information about becoming a foster parent, contact Children's Wisconsin.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day.
Makeup smearing, drops user.
I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop. It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
Toyotathon is on. Make your holidays a little more magical with a new Toyota. Come in today.
Get $1,000 cash back on your favorite models when you finance through Toyota Financial Services. Toyota, let's go places.
Well, good morning, Pooch.
Hi, buddy.
Roof.
Oh, brother.
Right. Diane Sapinski sending us a nice little picture here of what I'm assuming is her dog in front of the fall scenery.
Little buddy for Bascom.
Yeah. Your pumpkins are looking great. Did your pumpkins rot away like mine did?
The squirrels ate them, and now they're rotting. But we still have them sitting out.
That's good. I mean, just feed the squirrels and the deer. Just throw them out in the woods.
Here to serve.
Yeah.
What a lovely photo. Appreciate it. Yeah. Starting to make that transition now as we go from the fall into the winter. And
yeah,
it's feeling like it outside.
Yeah, definitely by next week, big changes on the way. So
30s,
it's good.
right?
Yeah, and I think we're going to probably see some of these ponds and lakes get some ice on them by next week.
Yeah, you mentioned that viewer photo. That's going to happen sooner rather than later.
But we still actually have some decent weather. It's a cooler morning. Temperatures now dropping through the 30s. Still 45 in Janesville. Looking at mostly sunny skies, headed in the mid-40s today. All in all, not a bad day. Just not the mid-60s like we saw yesterday. We're starting to see the clouds depart. Sunshine today, mid-40s. Actually, the weekend looks great. I mean, low 50s for both Saturday and Sunday. The changes come in Monday and Tuesday, maybe a little bit of light mixed precipitation. Then the cold air is here, and it's here to stay all Thanksgiving weekend long. Temperatures below freezing for several days in a row.
Oof.
Get those lights up this weekend?
I don't have anything to do. We do have the tree up, though.
The weather will be perfect.
You do?
Yeah.
Wow.
We're back after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Your family's year-round comfort is our year-round commitment at RG Heating and Air Conditioning. We install quality Trane equipment and service all brands so your home's furnace and AC will perform their best year-round. RG Heating and AC.
At Lawton Cates, your life counts is more than just a slogan. It's being prepared for all the challenges you may face after a serious injury. It's confronting every aspect of your case with honesty, integrity, and innovative solutions that have earned us a reputation for excellence in representing the injured. It's no wonder so many clients refer their own friends and family to our team of dedicated professionals year after year. Your life counts. Lawton Cates. Call today for a free consultation.
Who's always behind the scenes helping make safe, regulated childcare possible in Wisconsin? DCF. We're your trusted source in support of quality childcare. Learn more at qualitychildcare.wi.gov.
From Lincoln Center Theater that brought you The King and I and South Pacific comes a sumptuous new revival of the most perfect musical of all time, My Fair Lady.
At Overture Center, November 21st through 26th. Tickets at overture.org.
However you do the holidays, do it together in the Chevy that's right for you. The strong and capable Chevy Silverado, the award-winning Chevy Equinox, or the all-new Chevy Trax. This holiday season, do more together in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups, or current Chevy owners can use Red Tag bonus cash to get $3,250 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
At U.S. Cellular, anyone can get any phone free. So give yourself a free phone.
She's here.
Then, give yourself the gift of not checking it. The gift of connection at U.S. Cellular. New and current customers get any phone free.
Hey, Dad, we're running low.
We'll be all right.
What is going on here?
Insulation? I'm chilly.
I can't help you with the decoration, but I can help you replace these windows fast.
Right now, buy one window and you'll get one free. Plus, no interest until 2025. And we'll get it done Feldco fast.
Buy one window, get one free, and soon. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
At RG Heating and Air Conditioning, our promise to you is 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Guaranteed service, repairs, and replacements. Installing quality Trane equipment. RG Heating and AC. We'll always treat you like family. Guaranteed.
Help our viewers at home understand why you believe it's worth it. This morning, UW's new image. We found out the cost and the purpose behind the system's rebranding.
Plus, a Madison teen is facing charges as an adult. We'll break down the case.
And the cold front did arrive overnight. Temperatures are colder this morning. We're looking at a nice weekend before the real cold air settles in next week. More coming up.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now this morning. I'm Leah Lynchide.
I'm Chris Stanford. Kelly Slifka's got your first warn forecast. Sun is coming up over the Capitol this morning. A beautiful shot.
It's stunning.
Of downtown Madison. What should we expect today, Kelly?
Yeah, we are a little bit colder this morning. Not drastically so, but we're not going to climb like we did yesterday because of that cold front that's passing through. And as we were just showing you, the skies are starting to clear behind this front. 37 in Middleton, also Madison. DeForest down to 36, 37 in Monona, Oregon right now at 39. So we have a north wind. That'll add a little bit of a chill this morning. These will gradually come down as we get into the afternoon hours. But it's going to be colder today with mid-40s, not the mid-60s like we saw yesterday. But really a nice weekend headed our way. Sunshine, low 50s both Saturday and Sunday. By next Tuesday, a weak system may produce a little bit of rain. Could be cold enough, a little bit of snow mixed in as well. So we'll have a northerly wind today. That'll keep our temperatures down. Just some high, thin cirrus clouds as we head into the mid-40s later today. So colder than yesterday, but we're still actually running a little bit above our average. Now, headed out to the bus stop, the kids will need that jacket this morning. Upper 30s off to the bus stop and headed home. We're looking at mostly sunny skies and temperatures in the mid-40s. More on that weekend forecast and that big change in weather next week coming up.
Okay, Kelly Slifka, thanks for that first warn. New information this morning. A Madison girl is pleading guilty to a felony charge for attacking another teenager.
Our Shane Hogan is here with what we know so far. Shane, tell us what's happening.
Yeah, Chris, a teenage girl accused of stabbing another teenager on Madison's north side back in January is being charged as an adult. 17-year-old Lenangsha Crawford pleaded guilty to a count of first-degree reckless injury. The stabbing happened on North Sherman Avenue. At the time, police said it stemmed from some sort of disturbance at a nearby middle school. A group later met at Warner Park to talk about what happened at that school, and that's when the stabbing occurred. Officials say witnesses reported the victim was trying to break up a fight before being stabbed. Looking ahead in this case, Crawford will be sentenced on March 11th.
All right, Shane Hogan, thank you. This morning, a former Janesville coach is now facing additional criminal charges. 38-year-old Brian Kitzman is charged with 19 counts now. Prosecutors say he recorded video of students in locker rooms at the school. Officers arrested Kitzman in May after a recording device was found in the girls' locker room at Craig High School. That school is also where Kitzman was an assistant cross-country and track and field coach. Investigators say Kitzman confessed to recording at least 18 students over a 2-year period, but pleaded not guilty. He'll report back to court next month.
The final suspect in the murder of a 20-year-old on Madison's Far East Side is in custody this morning, more than 4 months after it happened. Police arrested Mark Parks Jr. yesterday. He'd been on the run since mid-July after the murder of Devon Grant. Grant was found shot in an apartment complex on Milwaukee Street. He later died at the hospital. Parks and another man, Devontae Gafford, were both identified as suspects. U.S. Marshals arrested Gafford back in August in Milwaukee. Both men face identical charges, including homicide as party to a crime.
New developments in the case of a Mount Horeb man charged with accidentally shooting and killing his friend. Trial dates have been set now for Isaiah Miller. The 21-year-old pleaded not guilty to 2 separate homicide charges stemming from the May 2022 shooting that killed his friend Marshall Levi Iverson. According to online court documents, Miller's trial is scheduled to begin July 22nd of next year and is expected to last about 4 days.
It's 6:33 now. Brewers fans are talking about what the post-Craig Counsell era will look like, but we might have already seen a glimpse of the future. That's because yesterday, Pat Murphy gave his first news conference as the new manager of the Brew Crew. Murphy has a running history with the team, having been their bench coach since 2015. But the Brewers won't be his first time as head coach. He worked with the Padres in 2015 as their interim. This job, though, has been a long time coming.
It's an honor. It really is an honor. I understand how coveted these jobs are, and I've had my eyes wide open for the last 8 years here. And yeah, it's a great challenge. You know, it's a great challenge. You feel, you know, someone has challenged you. You know, there's a little bit of inside of you. There's that little bit of fear that grows inside of you. And all of a sudden you say, hey, let's do it.
Murphy has some big shoes to fill. He hopes to lead the Brew Crew to as much, if not more success than Council, who brought the team to the playoffs 5 times during his tenure. Okay, at 6:34, the University of Wisconsin system getting a major image makeover. The state's public colleges now known as the Universities of Wisconsin instead of the UW system.
The system is also dealing with headlines about layoffs, campus closures, increasing tuition, and a funding stalemate with the legislature. Is rebranding the answer? I talked with the man in charge to learn more. The state's 13 public universities are getting an image makeover. They've been known as the University of Wisconsin system for more than 50 years. Now administrators are rebranding them the Universities of Wisconsin. The rebranding was a journey that took nearly 18 months, starting and ending with UW System President Jay Rothman. Why did you want to take this on as one of your first initiatives?
You want to understand what your prospective consumer thinks of you, how your stakeholders think of you. So we did surveys, we did one-on-one sessions, and tried to figure out how we were viewed in the marketplace. And once we had that, we decided we needed to reposition ourselves, and this is where we came out.
The bill for the rebrand was $402,000. It paid for the new name and logo, but much of it was spent on research. Help our viewers at home understand why you believe it's worth it.
I think because it is part of a broader strategy. If you look at everything we're doing, it's being driven by our strategic plan. We have to be consumer focused. And in order to do that, you have to invest dollars. So how do you change the image of a university known for sports?
Wisconsin worked with BVK Marketing in Milwaukee. They're familiar with UW's problem. They're currently working with 7 different state university systems to revamp their images too.
We're expecting another 15% decrease in enrollment.
BVK calls it a crisis.
So there's a demographic cliff coming.
A recent study from the Wall Street Journal and the University of Chicago found faith in a 4-year college degree plummeted starkly in recent years. 56% of respondents no longer believe it's worth it. That's up from 40% 10 years ago. When we have headlines about increasing tuition, branch campuses closing down, layoffs, furloughs, isn't it hard to deliver your message when those things are happening?
You couldn't have said that better, Chris. I can't argue with you on that. All the data show that, yes, higher education needs to be revamped, right? Inefficiency, too expensive, not accessible. Higher education needs to look in that mirror.
You're trying to run the system like a business, but you're also here to serve the people.
There's no doubt, and our mission, we have one mission, and that is to serve the state of Wisconsin. Absolutely, full stop. The Wisconsin idea is alive and well, where we are touching every corner of the state. We want to continue that mission, but we have to do so in a financially responsible manner. Because we have to be here not only for those 162,000 students that we're educating today, but we have to be here for future generations.
A brand to be built, a system to save. BVK Marketing has put together commercials and ad campaigns for other universities. You saw some there from Michigan State University in the package. Nothing to announce so far for the UW, so the cost that we mentioned doesn't include any advertising campaign. You can see that full interview with President Rothman at channel3000.com. We talk about a variety of issues facing the universities, and you can hear his outlook on the future.
A really good conversation, some good questions by you after, you know, what have been several news headlines coming out of the universities of Wisconsin.
Yeah, higher education as a whole is in a really rough spot right now, and President Rothman is trying to bring some of his private sector experience into the university system to try to right the ship and to look forward in the future. I mean, his primary objective right now is, yes, serving the state of Wisconsin, but doing so, like he said, in a fiscally responsible manner, because he's right. When it comes down to it, the system has to have the funding to continue to serve the state.
Great piece. 6:38, let's check in with Kelly and your first warn weather.
Yeah, the cold front did arrive just after midnight last night, setting us up for a colder day today, but a nice weekend on tap before the really cold air is on the way. Well, the first warn forecast just ahead.
And we're live at Hilldale ahead of their North Pole party and the official tree lighting ceremony this weekend. We're going to talk about how businesses are getting involved with a fun surprise next.
Black Friday deals are on now at Ashley. Hurry in and save as much as $900 on top mattress brands and save even more on clearance items throughout the store. Plus, get speedy delivery and low monthly payments on mattresses. Only at Ashley.
When you pull up to someone's house, the first thing you see nowadays is their garage door.
Let Precision's experienced designers come to your home and help you select the perfect door for your house.
Precision is there to help.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Habitat for Humanity of Dane County doesn't just build homes. We build financially strong families. Habitat Homes, financed through affordable mortgages, allow hardworking families to break the cycle of poverty and invest in their futures. Your support changes lives. Please donate today.
It's that time of year again, America. So let's light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose from a large inventory of Ford vehicles equipped with technology, space, and flexibility for any season. Get special offers on our adventure-ready SUVs or on our great selection of Ford trucks. And make the holidays bright with Ford. Choose FlexBuy on Edge with 1.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus 1,000 FlexBuy and 1,000 low APR cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Do you trust your insurance agent? Do you trust your insurance company? Well, you'd better. Because all they've really sold you is a promise to be there when things go bad. A promise to take care of you, to step up and put everything back the way it was. So if you don't trust your insurance company, maybe it's time to find one you do trust. West Bend, the worst brings out our best.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
I'm Dina Noland. I drive for Cobeson Buses. Working with Cobeson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. First day of school for my son, the fact that I get to bring him there and I can just park my bus right on the side and walk in. They don't mind that. They want you to be there for your family.
I've always enjoyed working with kids. The opportunity to transport them in a bus, I enjoy doing it.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
Black Friday deals are on now at Ashley. Hurry in and save as much as 83% on doorbusters and save even more on clearance items throughout the store. Plus, get speedy delivery and low monthly payments on furniture. Only at Ashley.
It all comes down to the final drive. News 3 Now brings you the big play highlights and scores from Southern Wisconsin high school football action. Don't miss the final drive. Fridays on News 3 Now at 10.
Everything costs more, and families are struggling. UW Athletics and the Goodman Community Center need your help to provide 4,000 families with Thanksgiving meals.
Please consider a food or monetary gift so no one goes without a holiday dinner.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
All right, good morning, meteorologist Kelly Slifka out in the patio. You can feel this northwest wind behind the cold front that arrived just after midnight, and temperatures have been dropping. So it's a little bit colder than yesterday morning, not drastically so, but with this north wind, it's going to keep the wind chills in the upper 20s and low 30s this morning. Right now, 31 is what it feels like in Madison, 27 in Lone Rock, and also the Dells. So the winds are out of the north, 10 to 15 miles per hour. They'll come down gradually as the afternoon wears on, but it'll still be fairly brisk. We do have the sunshine out here now, and we are expecting quite a bit of sunshine. So we got Wanakee in the championship game against Badger High School at Camp Randall. Kickoff at 1 o'clock. Actually not bad. You know, sometimes these games this time in November can be kind of miserable. It's going to be chilly, but the sun will be out and fairly brisk. We should be in the mid-40s, so pretty good football weather for that. So we are looking at temperatures in the 40s today. We do bump up the numbers as we go into Saturday and Sunday, but then you can see our temperatures really plummet just in time for Thanksgiving. You can see it's an extended period of below freezing temperatures, so we're likely to start to see some of this ice form on some of the lakes and ponds by next weekend. All right, so we got a dip in the jet stream. That's allowing some of that colder air behind that cold front, but it's going to slide onto the east, and actually we're going to moderate our temperatures going throughout the weekend. Temperatures in the 50s. But then the real Arctic air is expected to come down by the middle part of next week. So that'll be affecting us Wednesday right through the entire extended Thanksgiving weekend. We're talking about temperatures remaining below freezing. Not a whole lot of precipitation expected, but just some bitterly cold air. You can see the clouds departing as we look at our sky cam here from the studio, expecting a high near 46 today, actually running a bit above our average. Sun up here shortly at 6:52 this morning. And temperatures will climb in the mid-40s. We're not going to see the dramatic climb like we saw yesterday when we hit the mid-60s, so almost about 20 degrees colder than what we were yesterday. Highs in the mid-40s, but milder weather with sunshine this weekend. Very cold weather this Thanksgiving holiday, though. Temperatures only in the 20s. There's the cold front. Brought in a few light showers on the backside of it. We do have some clearing. You can see that batch of clouds over Minnesota. We'll have to deal with that a little bit as we get toward the noon hour, but then we should get into mostly sunny skies. So we're looking at temperatures in the 30s here, but 20s up to the north behind that cold front. So some of those clouds rolling through during the noon hour. Then we'll get back into more sunshine as the afternoon wears on. Temperatures in the mid-40s today. If you are headed out this evening, it's going to cool off fairly quickly with this dry air in place and winds becoming more westerly. 37 right now in Madison, 34 in the Dells, 45 yet in, they're down to 41 in Janesville right now, 37 in Monroe. Across Dane County, you see Sauk City at 35, Waunakee 35, while Stoughton and Rockdale both at 39. So you can even see the temperature change across the county. 52 tomorrow after a cold start, 51 on Sunday. The weekend looks great. Maybe have to put up some Christmas decorations, do some yard work. Monday night into Tuesday, that's when we have a weak system bring us some light rain. Might be a little bit of snow mixed in, no accumulation with that. Then the really cold air settles in Wednesday right through the later part of the next weekend.
All right, Kelly Slifka, we appreciate you. Thank you very much. 6:45 now. We are in the 608 ahead of the big Hilldale Holiday Lights unveiling this weekend.
Josh Breider is, down at Hilldale this morning.
No boy.
Oh, boy.
That's our boy. I recognize that laugh.
Josh never turns down a chance to
Good
dress
morning,
up.
guys.
It's Santa.
Oh, you guys better believe it. Mr. Christmas himself, of course, Santa had to borrow his suit to me once more this year because this has become a tradition here on News 3 Now this morning as we're getting ready for the North Pole party here at Hilldale. And once again, I was invited back to light the Hilldale holiday tree. That's going to be happening Sunday at 6 p.m. But there's a lot we need to talk about this morning because a lot of businesses are getting into this as well. We're talking with Kendra Scott this morning. Aaron Hirsch up early with us this morning. Aaron, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Have you ever done a live interview with Santa on TV before?
I have not.
So there's a first for everything, right?
Yes, yep.
So you guys are celebrating 5 years here at Hilldale, and this has been such a great place for you guys to be as a business.
Yes, it's been super fun. We love being like in this beautiful center right next to the green. It's a blast.
So what are you guys planning for the big North Pole party on Sunday, where Santa will also be making an appearance?
Yeah, we've partnered with Monona Academy of Dance, and they're bringing in Nutcracker dancers to station throughout the store. And last year they did it too. It's something we're repeating this year, and they're gonna be striking a pose for 2 hours straight and just roaming around the store as dancers.
You know, this is such a fun time of the year for local businesses because the holiday spirit, right? Everyone's excited to get out and explore.
Yes, I think like last year the kids loved it, especially seeing the dancers in the window. It really inspired people to come inside, and it's actually part of a Kendra Gives Back event. So we are donating 20% of our sales during that time to the Monona Academy of Dance.
That's huge because, I mean, it is that time of the year where we want to focus on giving back. It's not just about all of those presents, right? But it's about supporting the community.
Yeah, we do a lot of philanthropic work here at Kendra Scott. Kendra's whole philanthropy model, if you will, is to you do good. So we sell jewelry second. Do good first, sell jewelry second. So we really enjoy getting out into the community and finding ways to support local organizations.
I love that. So North Pole Party happening this Sunday. When can people specifically come check out what you guys have going on here?
The dancers will be here from 3 until 6 Sunday afternoon.
Very good. Well, Aaron, thank you so much. Appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you so much.
And of course, again, 6 o'clock is when that big tree lighting ceremony is going to be on Sunday. I'll be flipping the switch once again. Santa and his reindeer will also be right alongside me. I'll have to give my suit back to him though, guys, because I also had to jam my jacket in here this morning because I haven't eaten enough milk and cookies. And you know, I seem to have dropped my list over here. Let's see.
Oh boy.
I'm making a list. I'm checking it twice.
List?
Gonna find out if Chris and Leah are naughty or nice.
I don't want to know.
That's
We'll
pretty
see if you
good.
guys are nice or naughty.
I don't want to know.
I was in tune. Oh my gosh.
I'll be here all day, guys.
Maybe that costume would fit me better. I've had enough milk and cookies.
Josh, tell the folks at home again when the Hilldale lighting is and when they can see you and take part in everything.
So 3 to 6 o'clock is when the North Pole Party is happening here at Hilldale. The tree lighting ceremony specifically at 6 o'clock. So right after dusk here, guys. You won't want to miss it. I'll be flipping that switch and we'll be starting the holidays here at Hilldale. You know, I love it as Mr. Christmas in the 608.
You're looking sharp, sir. We appreciate you. I hope we're on the list.
Yeah. I know, now I'm nervous.
I don't know about you. I probably am. I am for sure.
Hey, don't forget to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out on social media or email him for a chance to be featured.
I'll put in a good word for you.
Thanks,
okay?
I appreciate it.
6:49 coming up in the morning sprint. We have breaking news out of the White House involving a bill to fund the government.
If you got a little kiddo turning 3 soon, we would love to help them celebrate. Send us a picture. We'll show it on TV.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
FlexSteel is furniture that comforts, furniture for living, furniture with a heart of steel. Save big during our FlexSteel authorized Black Friday sale, going on now at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Interested in an electric vehicle? Connect with the team that is leading the charge, Berkshire Automotive. Whether it's EVs like Lyric, Lightning, Hummer, ID4, or hundreds of others, Berkshire has the largest selection of electric vehicles in Wisconsin and a team you can trust. Buy with confidence and complete peace of mind from Wisconsin's #1 automotive retailer. Berkshire Automotive, driven to deliver gas, hybrid, or electric.
We keep this love in a photograph. We made these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, our hearts are never broken, and time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped.
How can you make a difference in the world when there is so much need?
Be a mentor.
Young people need a positive role model to succeed and navigate life's challenges. Think about someone in your life who helped you get where you are today. A mentor assures young people that someone cares and makes them feel like they matter. Learn about mentorship opportunities in the 608 at unitedmadison.com/mentoring. Brought to you by Fearing's Audio Video Security and United Madison.
Is that dishwasher running?
Yeah.
Criterion, ready when you are. Get this Criterion stainless steel appliance suite for under $2,400 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
However you do the holidays, do it together in the Chevy that's right for you. The strong and capable Chevy Silverado, the award-winning Chevy Equinox, or the all-new Chevy Trax. This holiday season, do more together in a new Chevy. Or qualified lessees can get this Equinox for around $269 a month. Or get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Equinox models.
FlexSteel is furniture that comforts, furniture for living, furniture with a heart of steel. Save big during our FlexSteel authorized Black Friday sale, going on now at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
The First Warn Weather Team takes you beyond the barometer, only on News 3 Now.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
Breaking news overnight from the White House, the government will be funded, at least for the next month and a half. President Biden signing the bill to get it done last night. The legislation quickly made its way through the House and the Senate earlier this week after receiving bipartisan support.
A live look at San Francisco this morning, where pro-Palestinian protesters caused some traffic issues yesterday. It wasn't on the Golden Gate Bridge, rather the Bay Bridge. Protesters blocked traffic. It happened as President Biden was attending the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit being held there. Protests like this one are on the rise in the U.S. as tensions over the war in the Middle East grow.
Breaking news this morning, the bodies of 2 Israeli hostages have been found near the Al-Shifa hospital in Gaza. This is Israel's considering a deal, exchanging hostages for a brief ceasefire and the possible release of some Palestinians from Israeli prison. Meanwhile, fighting in the West Bank is intensifying. 3 people were killed overnight. That's according to the Palestinian Ambulance Service.
A teenager accused of stabbing another teen earlier this year is pleading guilty to her charges. 17-year-old Lenaisha Crawford is being charged as an adult. The stabbing happened on North Sherman Avenue on Madison's north side. Police say witnesses reported the victim trying to break up a fight before it happened. The teen charged will be sentenced on March 11th.
Lawmakers are moving forward with a pair of bills responding to an incident at Madison's naked bike ride this summer. The city gained national attention after a 10-year-old girl allegedly participated. One bill would ban minors from attending events where a group of adults intentionally expose themselves. Another would make it a crime to intentionally expose yourself in public. The assembly could take those bills up early next year.
Amazon is pulling 7 brands of eye drops from its website. And it comes after the FDA told the company that they hadn't approved the eye drops. You can find a full list of brands available on the FDA's website.
Police in Glendale are thanking a bystander to a crime in that city this morning. A crashed SUV happening here into a guardrail near I-43. 4 people got out, then ran across the freeway onto a golf course, one jumping into a porta potty to hide. A golfer pushed it over, trapping the suspect inside. Smart thinking. Police were able to quickly arrest that person and one other.
U.S. Department of Transportation giving nearly $111 million to Madison for the newest East-West Bus Rapid Transit project. $111 million here. The money comes from the bipartisan infrastructure law. The 15-mile project will run through downtown and the University of Wisconsin campus. It includes 31 stations and 46 electric buses.
All right, good morning, meteorologist Kelly Slifka. On a cooler day, we're looking at temperatures this afternoon only in the mid-40s, about 20 degrees cooler, but we will see a lot of that sunshine. You can see from our Queen Bee radio sky cam in Platteville, a lot of clear skies this morning, but it is cooler. We're down to 34 in Madison, 41 in Janesville, Platteville right now at 34. Northerly winds adding a little bit of a chill. So we'll look at mostly sunny skies. There will be a batch of clouds that move through later this morning into the noon hour or so before starting to move on out. Headed into the mid-40s today. A lot of sunshine this afternoon. Pretty seasonable. As you plan your day, you'll just need that winter jacket all day long. Not going to be the shorts and short sleeve like weather day like we had yesterday. Weekend, though, does look nice. Sunshine and low 50s expected. Maybe a little bit of light rain or snow Tuesday, no big deal, but much colder for Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Kelly. Thanks for joining us this morning, folks. Have a great weekend. Enjoy that sun.